Next is going to be showing us Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I think gameplay, more information. It goes live in 28 minutes. You can see the countdown right there. So skip ahead if you're watching the past broadcast to the goods, because this one's going to be a good one. We are going to be ending our Tokyo Game Show co-stream as well. You can go watch that VOD if you would like. We had a great turnout. Do me a favor, if you're a loyal viewer, go watch that VOD, smash the like button. Something weird happened with our likes on that video. YouTube's been updating stuff. So I'm going to end that previous stream and bring everybody over from that, and we are going to be watching the Call of Duty Next live stream all together, and we appreciate you guys supporting the stream as well as these really fun live events, and that should bring everybody over. And now I'm going to slide the new chat over, and then I'm going to give people a couple more links. Hang on, what's it doing? There we go. New stream. There you go. All right, it's telling me I should run ads. Yeah, no, not going to do that. It's like, you just started the stream. Now would be a good time to run ads. No, actually, it wouldn't. 60 seconds into a live stream is not a good time to run ads. The X in Call of Duty Next is green, as well as the background of the image. This confirms that Modern Warfare 2 is going to be an Xbox exclusive. I like the new member icons. Yes. All right, we had like 600 people on that previous stream. Let's see how many people come over. Guys, do me a favor. It's a new stream, right? Yay, I came. Good for you. I wanted to make an, yeah, there you go, Abe. Thank you. I was like, somebody please respond to that. Let's get 100 likes. Let's start things off right, guys. Make sure you're on live chat so you can see what everybody's saying. And then also make sure that you have smashed the like button. Call of Duty, same crap, different maps. Call of Duty haters, same comment, no thoughts. Like, I just always wonder what it's like to be the thing that you hate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm always curious about. Call of Duty, same crap, different maps. How many times have you and all of your friends said that? Like, you're doing the thing that you don't like. You're just rehashing a comment that's been made by so many people. I'm a self-hating Call of Duty fan. I wish it would die. 100 likes already. Nice. Yeah, let's get a strong start here. My mystery snail has been laying eggs all morning. It's the most disgusting thing to watch. Look away! Stellar Blade and God of War PS5 exclusive? I don't know why you're typing that. We be playing the campaign for Modern Warfare 2? I think I actually will play it, yes. I love Call of Duty campaigns, right? Same crap, different maps. I'm saying what it is. No, you're not. You're just saying something that's tired and so boring to read. You typed it again. Like, at least you're being consistent. I don't have any original thoughts or intellectual criticisms, so I'm gonna say it's the same crap, different maps. Okay. Yo, we the people hitting a 5-month milestone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Congrats on the success, Lono. Much love. Are you playing Modern Warfare 2 tomorrow? I have a code for you if not. You got a code for me, buddy? You got a code for me? I thought I just had to pre-order it on my PlayStation and I could get in. I might take the code just in case. My first Call of Duty purchase since Advanced Warfare. Look, I fell out of love with Call of Duty, but, you know, if you're going to criticize it, dig a little deeper than what every guy on the internet always says. Any Warzone 2 today? Just Modern Warfare 2? Judging by the title of the event, just Modern Warfare 2. The title of their video is Call of Duty Next Showcase Event, Pipe, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And then all of the graphics are Modern Warfare 2 art style. How can I have intellectual criticisms if we haven't seen the gameplay? How's that work, Einstein? You know, it's funny that you're trying to insult me and you lack self-awareness that you don't actually understand what you just said is a refutation of your... I don't know what to call it. Is it a tantrum? Is it crying? So you can't have intellectual criticism since we haven't seen the gameplay, and yet you're in here saying it's same crap, different maps. It's really interesting. It's almost like if your present self would talk to your past self, you would see how stupid you look. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it weird to have a negative formed opinion about it without seeing the gameplay? It's weird, isn't it? It sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. Can't believe the next movie coming out. It's gonna be so bad. Do you have any actual intellectual criticisms? Well, of course not. I've not seen it yet. Oh. Okay. I just have a complete lack of self-awareness and I parrot negative comments that I see on the internet because it makes me feel strong. Up until the new Modern Warfare, it was same maps. They changed a lot of the maps in that game, plus gameplay got better in the campaign, at least in my opinion. I stopped playing at Modern Warfare 3. Drag 'em? I just don't have any patience for it. It's like, hey, let's do this live stream and check out the new Modern Warfare Call of Duty. It's gonna suck, man! Why are you here? Like, why are you here, bro? I saw some girl on TikTok. She's like, you got some childhood trauma to work through. She's like, I can't help you with it. I haven't said same crap, different maps once. I said same different maps. So I have to see Call of Duty to know how it's going to be. This guy's really intellectual. Guys, it's like he doesn't even read what he writes. I said same different maps. And then he says, I have to see this Call of Duty to know how it's going to be. Yeah, just moments ago, you said that you can't have an intellectual criticism until you see the game. And now you're saying, oh, I need to see it to know how it's going to be? Bro, do you have multiple personalities? Like, are you feeling okay? Are you doing all right? You went from saying that you can't have an opinion because you haven't seen it, and now you're saying, well, I need to see it to have an opinion? What's happening, bro? Are you okay? You understand that crap and SHIT are synonyms, and I don't swear on my streams, which is why I said crap instead. Are you okay, bro? It's like that movie, you know? It's got paprika in it. It's like that movie. Dude's splitting into another person every 5 seconds. How could I have an opinion? I haven't seen it yet. 10 seconds later. What do you mean I need to see it to have an opinion? What? What happened? You're making me feel like I'm having a stroke, and I'm not. You're in here saying it's going to be same crap, different maps, but you don't know how it's going to be. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, man. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Like, this isn't your dad's YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? This is a different YouTube channel, bro. Like, you can't come in here with, like, tried and true copy-paste Reddit, you know, hate speech. It doesn't work. Well, not hate speech. Hate spew, I guess. Just spewing hate on a thing. Well, I read this on Reddit. It's be a good one. It doesn't work here, man. It doesn't work here. Got to put a little thought into what you're going to say. Because right now, we're just waiting. We have a 19-minute countdown, so I'm just playing with my food. Just shot it to you, Twitter DM. My man. My man. What platform is it, we the people? Okay, so our email went out. Man, our thumbnail looks so clean today. If you clicked on this video, Sent you a photo. You may already have this. Yes. Yes, a code. Thank you. Look at that. Your Call of Duty beta promo code. Use it by September the 26th. You go here to activate it or log in. Yep. It says claimed, though. Is it going to let me use your code on my account? Oops. Hey, we got a code for No Place for Bravery. Yes. We're getting approved for codes. Share the code. The frick? No. It's not a bucket of water. I can't share it with you. It's mine now. Stop playing with your food. Oh, fine. My wife said that I shouldn't pick on children. She said it doesn't make for good content. That's the last shot. That's the last one I'll take, right? That's the last one I'll take. Y'all are so cringe. I love how a guy with the name Daddy Daycare is calling us cringe. Jiminy Christmas. Some guy comes in with the username Tiny PP. Y'all are so cringe. Is that so? Is that so, baby cakes? Some guy comes in with a username, my dad never hugged me. You know? He's like, y'all are cringe. Says Reforge Gamer. No, the name of the channel is Reforge Gaming, but it's okay. I know it's probably hard for you to read, too. You've made indications that intelligence is lacking. Guys, Feed no longer has a gifted membership. We got to take care of this right the frick now. Come on, chat. We can't have Feed in here without a fricking badge. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're getting it. We're getting search treatment. If you're new and you're just tuning in, I'm roasting up the bottom of the barrel. Sometimes we have to do that. Make sure and hit subscribe so you can talk in my chat. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the coverage and the banter. I do keep it safe for work, but if you're going to put your chin out, it's probably going to get hit. We have a very generous community here as Oscar puts on full display with a 20 gifted member bomb. Let's go. Jazzification is a very loyal viewer. He gets one. Ryan Finney gets one. Darren Blevins gets one. Hey, do you know Ninja Devin? Mega Death Mayhem. Tony C. Kage Williams is always here. Cujo. Nola Origins. John Higgins. Pure Platinum. Vijay. King Speaks got one. My man J-Stock got one. He's been around for a very, very long time. Mythroar, Nerd Glider, Falcon, Justin Time's always here. Nemesis ZMF. That's a big one. That's a lot of members. Let's keep the gifted train going until we see our man Feed get one, or my brother, or Bower Socks. They're like the three targets right now. Yeah, the next member goal is 1,700. That'll be our previous one. Solid Snake with a $20 tip. Man, turn those super chats into gifteds, or does it not let you gift Solid Snake? That might be why. $25 to gift a 5 spot. Thank you so much for the 20 spot, Solid Snake. I gave my operators contractors the next. What are you talking about? You gave my operators and contractors the next? What you talking about? Daddy Daycare says he's out. You let people talk to you in chat because you can't handle someone outsmarting you in chat. You can't handle confrontation. Chat, he says like, I can't handle confrontation. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. He's actually kind of cute. Yo, YouTube lurker with a 10 spot. Mr. Microphone, Reg, Sky, Carl FAQ, The Whiskey Panda, Pirate Mo, Crooked Tongue, Bare Metal Gamer, TK Baby, and Digi Ross. He would fold like a bee face to face. Aw. He's a tough guy. He's a tough guy, chat. You know what he's going to tell us next? He's going to tell us that he's an alpha. Because you have to. Whenever the code of being an alpha male is making sure to tell everybody on the internet you're an alpha male, shortly after letting everybody know how abysmal your dating life is, probably on Reddit. Roger with an 11-month milestone. Keep them likes up, people. Thank you. Oh, Feed says, hit the like button, chat. Hit it. Hit it. He says cringe. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like, they're like a computer that runs out of responses. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, computer error. I only have so many responses. And then they just run back to cringe. Oh, it's kind of cute, man. It's kind of cute. Yeah, creature. Yeah, creature. It's like they run out. They're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say now. This guy used a lot of words. I'll just run a cringe. I haven't said that in a few minutes. At Reforge Gaming, I gave my operator contractors the next 2 days off to play the beta. Oh, that's so nice of you. Yo, Demon Eyes hitting a 9-month milestone. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Can we please keep this guy talking? It's gold. Yeah, don't let them understand. The minute they understand I'm using them for entertainment, they leave. That takes all the fight out of them. This guy says, I want to fight Daddy Daycare for you. No, you don't have to fight for me. That's okay. The dude has kept all of his insults from when he was bullied as a little boy. You know, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. I am 40 years old, so, you know, you're trying to dig deep into childhood trauma, you know. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's better than saying cringe. I give you a few points for that one. That one's not bad. That's actually pretty good. That is. That one's digging deep, you know? That was digging deep. I mean, it could be projection. It really could be projection, you know, from someone named Daddy Daycare. He just wished that his dad would have taken care of him. So he's remembering spending his early formative years in Daddy Daycare, you know, doing macaroni crafts that his dad threw in the garbage. I mean, it's probably just a lot of trauma projection, but it's okay. It's okay. It's better than calling me cringe. It's better than calling me cringe. Were you on the debate team? I took speech and debate in high school. I didn't do much with it after that, though. I mean, I've been a live streamer for 8 years and commonly, you know, debate people in a live environment. Yo, there's over 500 people here. Let's shoot for 300 likes. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the banter. We're killing time waiting for Call of Duty Next. It'll go live in 10 minutes. Thanks so much for being here. If you've never been here before, I'm usually in this scene. Welcome to Reforge Gaming. I am a safer work broadcaster. It's like a talk show. It's like a podcast. You can hit subscribe and the bell button and be sure to enjoy great talk shows and content all throughout the week. We already covered Tokyo Game Show this morning, so I appreciate you tuning in for our second show of the day. A 40-year-old man who needs his chat backing him, very tough and intellectual. Yes. It's pretty clear that I haven't been bantering and firing back on my own. I've let chat fight my battles for me. Yes. McLloyd D, do we need to go back to where I bodied you and made you look like a fool? Do we need to rewind the tape? I mean, you're always changing your mind every 30 seconds. Have you already forgotten what happened in the beginning of the stream? Is your goldfish memory struggling? Do you have post-it notes on your monitor to remind you, like, what your name is and when to take your pills? Are you okay? Has that nice lady come in the room and reminded you when to go to the bathroom? All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's too far. You've been self-rejecting the whole time. It literally took the whole time you complimenting my insult to come up with an insult about my name from a movie. Okay. Okay. I don't understand. Is that a play-by-play or an insult? I just wonder, like, do you commonly spend time in areas where you're not welcome? You know what I'm saying? Like bars where women hang out? Because you're hanging out here and you're not welcome. Is this a common habit for you? Do you... How many dating apps have you been banned from? Holy frick. They'll just call us women. No, I said he's hanging out in a place where he's not welcome. I dedicate my life to be an anomaly. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel a Chuck E. Cheese one coming up. Oh, what was that? Oh, what's that reference, Powers? I can't remember the reference. I can't remember the reference. Abe says, I stand... Look how long the hashtag is. I stand with McLoy D and Daddy Daycare. People forget that we grew up in Call of Duty lobbies. Lono. I know. They're like, I know how I'll ruffle his feathers. I'll tell him that he's cringe. And then he got bullied as a kid. Woof. Really dig deep there. Really dig deep there. I think I've had meaner comments from bullies on preschool playgrounds. I'm telling you, though, young kids can be pretty cruel, man. They can be rough, you know? They'll, like, bring up not being able to pay for your mortgage and stuff. And you're like, where the frick? What? Like, how did you know to say that? I mean, I didn't know what we were going to do for the 20 to 30 minute lead up to this show. We've been streaming for 23 minutes now, and I was kind of worried, you know? I was worried we wouldn't have anything to talk about, but, you know? Raw Bacon Taco coming in, renewing that membership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yo, I love your streams. Thank you. All right, let's do that. That's perfect timing for that one. The after school special. I mean, really, that's what's going on. Like, listen. Everybody, we have to keep the volume down. If we get too loud, you know, they skip school, stole their mom's iPad so they could watch the Call of Duty Next stream, and they're hiding out in their bedroom. So we can't be too loud. I have to say you have a very irritating way about you. Just saying, I'm rude too, but it gets to the point where I'm trying not to aggravate the problem anymore. But whatever, dude. You have a good stream. I plan on having a good stream. I do. Without you here. Nice talking to you, Steven. I do like that. I do like that about YouTube. Being able to use the first name is just more cutting. You know? Whenever your lunch break is over, Steven, go back to the job you don't like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can just, it's just more cutting. It just has a more cutting, has a more harsh tone to it. It doesn't quite have the pull as, 35 Fox. Says, how are haters literally going to sub and provide a view to say their piece? I know, right? 35. Oh my gosh. You don't need us to defend you when a person like Major TJ King Kong riding on an atomic bomb is his target in Doctor Strangelove. What? I don't know what that means. Wait a minute. I'm Steven. Everybody in chat named Steven is like, what? What did I do? No, I'm not being rude to Steven. This looks phenomenal. I can't wait for the showcase to start so I can eat. I'm going to pass out. My wife just brought me food. Hang on a second. Yeah. I'm chill, babe. I'm calmer than you are. My wife always has to make sure I'm not too mean to the dum-dums in chat. She always has to make sure. You know what I'm saying? She's accustomed. Yeah. She homeschools our kids. They're 8 and 6, and she's around young children a lot. So she has a soft spot for people that are, you know, struggling to spell and do math. So she feels bad for you guys sometimes when I'm mean to you. She just took a shot at me. She said maybe they can grow up to be and just be somebody who plays video games. That's pretty good. And wears pajamas all day. These are not pajamas. These are... Why are you saying pajamas? Pajamas. Pajamas? What are you gonna say next? What do you Target? I got these pajamas from Target. No, it's pajamas. We're showing off Warzone Mobile, new things coming to Call of Duty 2, new weapons and loadouts. Okay. I have too many. I already have a couple. The stream needs to start. Lono's extra mean right now. I mean, I'm really hungry and my wife just brought me my lunch. So yeah, I'm getting a little hangry. I'm getting a little hangry. So, you know. Did Lono just burn his kids? No, like when you're 6 and 8 and you struggle with math and spelling, that's an appropriate age for that to take place. You know what I'm saying? I was drawing an analogy between 6 and 8-year-olds who struggle with math and spelling and the people that come in here and think they're going to get one over on me. It's just funny. It's like people who heckle comedians, you know? They're like, I'm really going to get this guy. Hungry and angry? Yeah. You can tell you let go after you got married unless you always looked like that. Look like what? My beard is trimmed? I've actually lost some weight. What do you mean? I look great. Day Dicker responded above. Definitely in skating. No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I've been married for 15 years. You know, it's fine. I provide for my family by covering and playing video games. And my wife just brought me a delicious lunch. I don't necessarily think... I'm concerned with his comment about me letting myself go. I think he's sort of used to insulting his own dad. So, you know, he's just kind of used to bringing up, you know, looking like a slob and not paying alimony and all that. All right, this thing's getting ready to start. Here we go. Do we have sound? Hang on. Okay. There we go. I gotta fix the cap card. Hang on. Ah! Oh my gosh! Chat. We just waited for that's a timer. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to sit through this bullshit timer. Like, why do companies continue to do this? That's the thing I don't necessarily understand. You know what I mean? Typical the wait is over. Yo, King Sovereign with a brand new membership. Thank you so much. And Solid Snake says, what the frick? Guys, you know what we should do? You know what we should do in the meantime? Let's do some gifted member trains. Let's get Feed and my brother Derek and Bauer Socks back in here. Says the streamer with the 9:15. Yeah, but I don't go live with countdowns anymore. Because it's annoying. It's better just make everybody wait. I'm eating. I don't care. What's the difference between a gifted member and a normal member? Does the gifted member have to pay? No, no. They get a whole month of membership gifted from another person.
I'm like the biggest Warzone player. That's my main thing. So I'm just super hyped to just hop on and see the new map. Yeah, seriously.
It is going to be so exciting. Obviously, being able to get on the sticks, try it out, see how you feel about it.
You know, I was just thinking what would be better than a countdown timer is people standing in front of Mountain Dew talking about how excited they are.
Maybe, because, you know, slide casting like the biggest thing in Warzone. So maybe like a new thing that bridges the skill gap and adds like a new level to like grind it out, you know? Yeah.
I love that. So do I.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Have the best time. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. I'm so hyped.
Eugene says it's like restaurants. People will wait in the lobby, but once you sit them at the table, they won't wait for the waiter. That's what I mean. Are you excited about Modern Warfare 2? Yeah. What do you think about the rampant cheating? Care to share your thoughts on the epidemic of soft cheating in the streamerverse?
What are you most looking forward to seeing here today? I am looking forward to seeing some incredible Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay. I'm looking forward to seeing something that's familiar, but new and challenging. Yeah, a little bit of throwback, right? Are you excited to kind of replay an old classic in a new iteration? Modern Warfare 2 is
You know, does somebody need to tell the girl in pink that she didn't put her arm all the way in her shirt? Like, I think somebody needs to I don't think she's wearing that right. Bet money there's no anti-cheat? Oh, there'll be anti-cheat. It'll probably just be more ricochet. Creature said, did you see Jake go live with Cheater Girl last night? It went pretty poorly. Yeah, Jake didn't look very good. Listen, I love Jake Lucky. I think he's a handsome man. But I think he's really stepping in it with the cheating situation in Call of Duty. He shouldn't have interviewed her. And he shouldn't have framed it as if, like, are people saying you picked up the player and moved them? I'm like, Jake, no, that's not even remotely what anybody's saying about the footage. Oh my gosh. It's a frame glitch? That's what she's claiming? It's not a frame glitch. You can analyze the gameplay. Like, get some actual technical experts to analyze the gameplay. It's not a frame glitch. There's nothing wrong with her frames in the footage. Like, all these people rushing to defend Call of Duty cheaters. It's all going to age like milk. It's all going to age like milk. There are so many people actively soft cheating in Call of Duty and building brands off of it. They're making so much money. So much money. And once they get caught, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like the one girl got permabanned, and then she tried to play on her friend's account and got banned again. Does anybody get their money back for supporting them?
We got Courage, huge creator, but we
Uncle
also have
Jack.
incredible pro players, ex-pro player, but amazing creator as well coming out through here. Modern Warfare 2, this is huge for you guys and for the rest of your career, of course. So going into your new season, what do you want out of this big game? Because this is massive for you guys.
I'm a simple guy when it comes to Call of Duty. I just want to see the best COD of all time being played. And I personally think that MW2 will be the best COD of all time.
Oh, yeah, it will. You know what?
I think it will be.
It will be. You know what?
It will be.
So he was saying earlier he wants like nice and fast-paced. I'm looking for the opposite. I want a nice slow-paced game. I can sit a little further back, watch over my teammates. I'm 25 and I'm proud of it. And I think it's going to be the perfect mix of both. Some good maps, some good fun. I get to beat on him for another year, and I get to hopefully beat his team. Lost by 1 round recently at the big one. So hopefully a good year ahead.
Yep. Cool.
Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'm just looking for good maps. I mean, I want to see just a different variety of maps. I think it'd be really cool. And we could switch it up between fast and slow. I just want to see some creativity in the map. So that's what I'm looking for.
Can we go play?
Go on, off you
Go
go.
on, get out of here.
Bye.
Thank you so much, gents.
They didn't even give the mic to Uncle Jay. They didn't give the mic to Jack. They just skipped over him. He's like, I'm out of here. Yeah, T2, we've been officially doing the live show on this channel for a year. We started a year ago in September. It's been going great. One of these shoes is not like the other. Which one? Trick question. They're different shoes. Guys, he mentioned that he was 25 because that's really old to be playing Call of Duty professionally. He was basically saying, I want to sit back and play slow. He was saying I'm old. He was dogging on himself. I don't think you guys caught the joke. I don't think you caught the joke. He was dogging on himself. Tim's one of the best entertainers in live streaming. I think even Lono would agree with that. Yeah, I think Tim the Tap Man is the most entertaining streamer. I think he's more entertaining than Doc. And Doc's like my favorite. I absolutely love Doc. You guys know me. I practically worship Doc. But I think Timmy is a more well-rounded entertainer. I think Tim the Tap Man is the single most entertaining streamer you can watch. I think Tim can turn almost anything into a funny moment. I think that's why. I think he's more versatile. No way he's more entertaining than Doc. Tim just yells a lot. Tim just yells. That's such an unfair summary of Tim. Come on. He just yells. He literally created a viral moment around not winning in Fall Guys. Who else could do that? What makes an entertaining streamer? I believe the most entertaining streamers can make big moments and bad moments equally entertaining, and I believe that's what he does. Yeah, you think Doc doesn't yell and swear all the time? Tim's more physically well-rounded. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. Listen, you guys know that I absolutely love Dr. Disrespect. You guys know that I love the Doc. But I'm telling you, Tim is more agile. I think Tim the Tap Man is a more agile creator. I think he can make big, bad, and awkward moments hilarious. I think he can take almost anything and invert it into a piece of entertainment. And I think Doc is more... He's more unidimensional in his entertainment factor. Doc has to kind of get into a lane and go. He has to kind of stay in that lane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for Doc to make a bad moment entertaining. He can make it entertaining, but he always kind of does it in the same way. Doc's Elden Ring streams were legendary. I think Doc is more versatile than people think, but I think most of the time you don't get that. I think his Elden Ring streams were brilliant. I thought it was a brilliant step out into diversification for him, but he still has to come home and be Doc. He still has to come back to Doc-style games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think you have Tim and Rob Dietrich confused. Look, it all comes down to personal preference. And you guys know I have an absolute love for Doc as a creator, as a visionary. I think Dr. Disrespect has been ahead of the curve for years now and still continues to be. But I think Tim, there's just something more natural about what Tim does.
I'm not excited for.
I think, honestly, being able to see a lot of people who played online together finally in the same area, after everything that's gone on and being able to get back together, like, that's going to be a really fun time for people to be able to, like, see each other across the way.
Now there's a lot happening, there's a lot being revealed, you guys are getting that inside scoop on it, but we've got Warzone 2.0, we've got multiplayer, so much going on. What is your game? What is your game on COD? You know, what are you looking forward to?
So I'm a huge multiplayer search and destroy fan, so a little bit different than most people here. They play mainly Warzone. Not that great at Warzone, but search and destroy, quickscoping, that's my thing.
Okay, we love to hear that. And what about you?
Also, search and destroy. That's how we met.
Wow,
so
hardcore.
Yeah, search and destroy all day.
Was the girl on the right? Was the blonde girl on the right? I wasn't looking. Was that Brooke AB? I don't think it was it? Tim says, bro, a little too much for my taste, but he's very funny. I was starving. For whatever reason, I think oatmeal in the morning, yeah, it's like, it's making me more hungry at lunch. Like, I have a banana and some oatmeal, and then, like, at noon, I feel like I'm gonna fall over. When I was just doing a banana, that wasn't happening. No, I'm good. I'm good. That was filling. Yeah, I can have a Cliff Bar if I get too hungry. No, I'm good, Mama. You're better than Tim? I mean, I appreciate that, but... Listen, everybody has their own preferences. And listen, I tell you what this probably is. You want to know what this is? I don't watch Tim's streams beginning to end. I see all the highlights, and then I see the doc highlights. And I think Tim has like a deeper reservoir of different things that are funny and entertaining when I see the clips. So it's a little unfair that I'm only primarily seeing highlights. Do you know what I mean? It's probably not fair for me to say it, because if you actually sit through a Tim stream or a doc stream, they're very different than the highlights. But when I see the highlights in my feed, I feel like Tim's highlights are always bonkers great, very funny. I feel like he can turn anything into a funny moment. And Doc's clips are usually, you know, it's Doc being Doc. They're great. They're amazing. Doc is an amazing entertainer. I'm not taking anything away from him when I say that. I just feel like Timmy's more versatile. Not versatile. He's just more agile. I just feel like he's more agile. It's not even that he's more entertaining. I just think he's more agile. It's like no matter what happens, Timmy can make it funny. And Doc's kind of always going to have to hit the same note when something happens. Yeah, Doc's stream and production value is 1,000 times higher than Tim's. Tim just kind of sits there and plays. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they're very different in their production and their entertainment approach. I just think if something frustrating happens, you kind of know what Doc's going to do to a certain degree. And Tim, it's very different. Like his approach to something frustrating or irritating, sure, he yells, but in the aftermath, I don't know. I think he has just a more agile way of dealing with it. I don't think you can compare the two. It's kind of hard to compare the two because they are very different. I would say that Tim and Doc are two of the most entertaining streamers in existence. I can't think of anybody more entertaining than them. Yeah, I think that's why Doc and Tim together, I've always said it's like a McDonald's cheeseburger and Coke. It just goes together perfectly. I like Nick. I like Nicky Mercs a lot. I got a lot of respect for him. Well,
what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm most looking forward to find out more information about Warzone 2 and the future of the franchise. I think that Warzone has really helped adapt to a casual audience, whereas the CDL has been growing the more competitive side of things. And I just want them to see them, you know, be able to refine it, come in with Ricochet this time, not have any of the issues we did with Verdansk, and really be able to, you know, just hit the ground running this time.
As we look ahead to Warzone 2,
no,
do you
that's
have
not
any
Brook
favorite
AB.
memories on Warzone?
On Warzone 1? Oh yeah, I have some great ones. The end of Verdansk was probably one of my favorite things. I did my first subathon. It was 7 days straight, and we covered the whole thing, from the Easter eggs and all the things that told us what was going to happen to seeing the nuke actually explode. And I don't know if anybody keeps up with Modern Warzone, but I had been saying since Verdansk came out that it was going to be blown up by a nuke. So to see it happen was just euphoric for me.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see if your predictions come true for this next game as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, his mustache was great. He actually was really thoughtful. He had good things to say. That's Lottie. Oh, okay. I've never seen her or worked with her, but she's doing great. I mean, people always want to get stupid about the hosts. She does HCS. Oh, okay, that's where I recognize her from. If you guys are just tuning in, they did kind of debate us a little bit with a countdown. We were swelling with interest, and then a 30-minute countdown. So be sure to hit subscribe and the bell button. What did he rate State of Play? I missed it. I mean, I didn't watch State of Play. The God of War Ragnarok trailer was mind-blowing and awesome. I didn't watch the rest of it, though.
Obviously, new iteration of the
They
game.
got
We're
Jack.
expecting so many different things coming out to play here.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of this new game? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Call of Duty polished feel you expect, especially from Infinity Ward. I think that was my favorite part of Modern Warfare 2019, was just how smooth everything felt. I love the field upgrades. I'm wondering if they potentially added any more. And at the end of the day, they've already teased earlier today the brand new Gunsmith 2.0. I want to see what type of crazy weapons we can come up with. I cannot wait to just lay the smackdown on all the Call of Duty League pros that are here. They're all absolute noobs. I'm looking forward to today.
Okay, they added that. That was not planned. I think Courage complained. I think Courage complained. He was like, "Hey, you guys brought me over there and didn't even ask me anything. What the frick? I look foolish." He straight up said, "You need to bring me back over there and actually talk to me this time." No, I don't think he shaded Treyarch. I just think he said his favorite era was Infinity Ward. I think there's a lot of people, you know? Apollyon says, "I just want to say this year has sucked. I lost my mom in August. Now my grandfather, mother's dad, just passed away. Sucks. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Apollyon. Sometimes people just get a year that won't quit. We recently had that happen with a family member. The guy, he passed away. And like a day or two before he passed away, his sister passed away. It just, sometimes it just hits too close together.
Modern Warfare 2 coming up. You're going to get a chance to get on the sticks and play it. How are you feeling about this brand new title?
Really good, man. I mean, MW2, the name itself has so much hype around it, and it's just so exciting to play a game. Infinity Ward is my favorite company to make the game, so I'm super excited.
Amazing stuff. So, gents, how are you guys feeling? We've got Warzone 2.0.
Our first event here, so I mean, we're really excited to be here.
I'll pass the mic around.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to add? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm super excited. This is the first Call of Duty event.
Like we said, this is our first ever event, so this is really new to us. Really exciting. I don't know what to expect, but I'm just ready to play. You know what I mean?
Any favorite memories from the original Modern Warfare 2 that anyone wants to share?
I remember. I remember the first nuke I ever got was on the map Estate, and I was hype. I was like 13 years old. Silence ACR going crazy.
I mean, I didn't play it either. I went back and played it, but it was already too late.
It can be a more recent memory.
I'll tell you what, though.
I was a campaign guy.
All right.
Campaign boy. I was campaign. I played campaign. That's what I did.
Well, I do know we're going to have a kick-ass campaign coming in. So what do you expect out of a good campaign? So if you're a campaign guy, what do you look for?
I don't know. I just played it. The missions were fire, so I just want fire missions again. I ain't gonna lie. Wasn't that the one we had to crawl and be secretive or something like that too?
I always love the sniper missions where you
that's what I'm saying. It was really dope.
I love that. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to waste any more time. Go enjoy it. Get on the sticks, and we'll catch up with you later to see how you feel about it. Thanks,
Guys, this is not filler. This is not filler. These women were hired to do this. Like, if you think they suddenly grabbed two hosts, gave them mics, had a set built, and they have production throwing to and from interviews, this is not cobbled together filler. I will say that if you're going to have two hosts like that, you need to have a lead host, and you need to have the other host sort of playing second fiddle, and that was just super awkward. Just have them alternate. Have Lottie interview a group and have the other girl interview a group. Don't have them both out there at the same time. Just alternate. You take one, I take this next group. You take the next group, I take the next group. Like, you don't need the two of them, you know, out there. It's just awkward. Lottie's not CDL host. She left last year for Halo. Yeah. She has HCS.
All right, well, we get to see multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. What are you expecting? What are your big expectations from this new iteration of Warzone?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the map. With Caldera, there was a lot of like elevation. And
Aiden's been called out a lot by the hacker hunters. I didn't see anything that was that convincing. I saw clips of people that were way more convincing than his clips.
That's what I'm looking forward to. But
oh my gosh. Production is really struggling. Were they like, hey, don't talk to Aiden? Like, what the frick? They had a lower third for him and everything. Oh, he's lost weight, like 35 pounds? Yo, Lone Wolf, 13-month milestone, welcome back. Production is having some issues, man. Like, they had a lower third for him, which means this is all planned ahead of time. Aiden's played in Fortnite, lands, and won with Merc, so accusing him of cheating won't work. Every time they showed footage of Aiden, I didn't think it was very convincing. It was always like circumstantial stuff. You know what I'm saying? I never saw his aim. I never saw footage of like aim snapping or anything like that. It was always circumstantial knowledge stuff. I was like, this isn't very compelling. They heard your comment, he's on the watch list. Yeah, I don't think he is. Yo, Mike, thank you for renewing your membership. Timmy's going to be the last interview? Yeah, probably. They probably said we're too close to the final minute, because when they did the Courage interview, it probably bumped the timeline. Come on, do a 30-second Timmy Tenders interview. What is this? Is Timmy there? He's streaming this at 1. A lot of times the big guys won't go to the events because they can do a whole lot more damage on their own channel. You know what I'm saying? Timmy might not be there. The really, really big streamers, a lot of times they'll skip these events and go live in the comfort of their own home because they'll bag way more viewership. Oh, he is there? Tim's there? Okay. Are they letting him stream on his channel while he's there? He's streaming out of 34K? Yeah. I think a lot of times now guys demand it. They say, listen, if I'm going to come, you need to let me stream on my channel. I'm not going to come there and not stream. You freaking kidding me? His channel's going live at 1. Okay, that's smart play.
We're a team. All of us. Let's go get him. Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. I am Johanna Ferris, the General Manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience. One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news. But it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come.
I'm more concerned about the epidemic of who is there stealing people's sleeves.
The world will be the judge of all that. And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce, alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person, things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you play, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're going to see that and play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions. And I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body, we've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun. Again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're going to play it, and I hope you love it.
Somebody asked me what I think of this production. This is a massive, massive undertaking. Did you see the amount of staff and tech they have there? And it's just nuts. This is a very, very massive undertaking.
And then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0. And then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun, and we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that, but we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
I can't see anything. There's no footage. Oh, there it goes.
Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction. Enemies above. Field charge. Eyes on the hostage. You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
Sniper, on cover. Decoy! Gotcha.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a brand.
Airstrike. Take cover!
Do not let them cross the border.
Take him out! Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
The world is a vampire.
They're behind us. Shots stick out. Enemy healer. Take out that boat! Check box 6! Check box 6!
I'm on my way.
World is a vampire.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Gee, money. Are they going to run it again? I think they're going to run it again. Yeah, they're running it again because it glitched out. This is bonkers cool. I love the Smashing Pumpkins. Bullet with butterfly wings.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire. Hold you out to
Coming back! Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction. Enemies above! Field charge! Eyes on the hostage. You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
Sniper, on cover! Decoy! Gotcha!
despite all my rage, I'm still just a brand.
Airstrike. Take cover!
Do not let them cross the border.
Take him out! Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
The world is a vampire.
They're behind us. Shots stick out. Enemy healer.
my way.
World is a banter.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans.
That trailer looks very promising. I was trying to pay close attention to the gunplay. It looks very tight.
We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the on-air, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience, and people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with, and their experience on this franchise, we're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about, and let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods, one of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels. And these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a little overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive. And they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So that we're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe, sure can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just a kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics.
I love his direct impact t-shirt.
But we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater. Otherwise, you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so...
Bro, are you seeing this water? Are you seeing the surface of the water?
Could be in Call of Duty, and you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and every piece of equipment has been filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. It really would, instead of blinking out.
Everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge, you saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player gets close to it, it auto-deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it. And so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water. And here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down everything. And I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look, but it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so much
This is the TAC cam too, which you guys just saw, which to me is my personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates, so you can. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team. Yeah. So it's. I expect to see a lot between moments with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we, level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith. We were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, you know, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, you know, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Available in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, you know, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, you know, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Yes.
But, you know, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War and a bunch of others really well. And so, you know, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved today. Excellent stuff.
Cry?
I might. Hey, it's the first time here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on...
He's good host. He's doing a good job.
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and, you know, swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool parkour combat action happening.
Yeah, I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical...
You can go up there and just hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic. Jeff, okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, you know, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic. And again, interesting to see how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. We've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is it's a big war map. It's Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds, and it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying like, "Hey, get to B." They're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM, and we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero run to exfil is
definitely big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third-person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. There's a ton here.
Third person is them targeting the Fortnite crowd. I mean, they're not targeting their main audience with that. It's just try and get into Fortnite bros in there, which is a pretty smart move, if you ask me.
At launch, so this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground, and I think the OG fans...
I can't wait to play that with my wife and have it be hilarious on a Friday night for members. Speaking of members, Let's hit some milestones, chat. A lot of people here.
Implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about special ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a special ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed we do. Let's roll the clip.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Take Miles ISO.
Fix your mic.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives. And I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Stephanie, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks.
Early.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2. HyperX.
Guys, if you're enjoying this co-stream and the subsequent breakdowns and discussions that we'll be having, be sure to hit subscribe. That way you can talk in chat. Smash the like button as well. There's so many people here. We should have way more likes. I have been very, very pleased with everything they've showed thus far. People just sort of being negative, saying doesn't look any different, doesn't look any new. You guys are just getting so tired, man. We've heard it all before. You're not saying anything new. You say the same thing about every game that comes out, so I'm not really sure why gaming's your hobby anymore. I think this looks very promising. I've not seen anything that feels like overhyped. It feels like they've just made very good decisions about tight gunplay. They've made very good decisions about ways to make new game modes and make the game feel new and bigger, and at the same time, it's still a first-person shooter, so there's just going to be elements of the game that are going to feel similar and familiar because it's Call of Duty. So I think they've done a very good job. I've been anticipating and told people that I feel like Modern Warfare 2 will be the hinge turn for the franchise. They're not going to let this thing come out half-baked. They're going to treat this with like holy reverence. And it seems that they are pulling out all the stops from a matter of budget and size and just production quality of everything that they're doing to partnership and everything else. I've been thinking that this would be a pretty big moment for Call of Duty just because of the history of Modern Warfare 2. and just the franchise being sort of in need of that fresh coat of paint, but also the fresh engine block inside the car. So I don't care for the third person. It's a no-go for me. I think the third person, again, is them just trying to capture that Fortnite audience, right? There are 652 people here, and we just can't get those likes to move. Guys, take a second. Smash the like button if you're lurking, listening, and enjoying the coverage. That's a great way to show appreciation for the content. It's a great way to show appreciation for everything that we're doing. And we appreciate you being here with us. We'll do a breakdown, obviously, after it's done. And we did fall out of 1,600 members. We were trying to push hard for our previous record of 1,700 members. Gifting members has been continuing to work very, very well and better, and we're back.
Beautiful, a lot of fun people out there, everyone having a good time, and some incredibly well-dressed people up there, and some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts abound. But here we go, welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden, Joe Seacott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, Game Director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments. And it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again, there's a lot in this one. Jack, where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road, and they're part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is a new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design.
Butters is saying that if you have an Xfinity account, you can get a beta code for free. Check your email. That's what he's saying in chat.
Experiencing Verdansk and playing in Verdansk over the first few years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land in Al-Mazra with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Well, here we go, a brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al-Mazra. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0. It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course, water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're going to find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to jump into Al-Mazra later today.
It's huge. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this one...
Ooh, that looks familiar.
That does seem familiar. And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is...
That's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's going to immediately drop today.
I think some people are going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know, go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here before.
I know what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern Warfare fans.
Yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both. The slide, the dive, the water, like...
More swimming.
Yeah. Oh. This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller, you know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
You see the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. I have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by there with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got, you know, water vehicles, we've got a small boat, we've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret at the front, turret at the back, so you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
Forgot the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly around. And it's a moving platform with 3 doors, and you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, you know, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, you know, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting, combat.
Unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Al-Mazra are okay. I feel like there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is there still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is there still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
Well, what do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, you know, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there is going to be some amazing clips.
Doc's going to be so happy about that.
But I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love Prox Chat.
They're like, yes.
You know, in looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You know, you can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet, you can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You know, you can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there. So you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al-Mazra and quite literally like have a route we plan, hit the gas station, gas up, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of BR's, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BR's. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits, into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very directed fight of like, as the circles moving, you're like gearing up in buildings, you're like, here we go, it's about to kick off, and as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen, like, oh, the circle's splitting, we need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car, we're going now, go! All right, so apart from circle splitting, what about the gulag? Is that still around? I mean, there's so much change, man. I mean, I'm ready for it, but Joe, what do we got?
The gulag, we've been experimenting with, we've tried some crazy things with the gulag. But the current version of the gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other, let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy, there might be an AI here, you're picking up weapons, and we're excited for people to try it.
Yeah, we're gonna get feedback today too, and like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the gulag, which I will not reveal here, but there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So Strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al-Mazra in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different ways. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ, I can also confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al-Mazra, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al-Mazra and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil, it's totally up to player choice there. And I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th with the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks after after Modern Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and
I'm installing the beta right now on my PS5. I don't know when I'll be able to play it, but we're going to check it out.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al-Mazra.
Yeah, Ninja's move to be on every platform was so smart. He's on every platform streaming this event.
Back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty Next.
So they're going to go to a commercial. If you guys haven't hit the like button or the subscribe button, consider doing so. We've gotten 33 new members today, most of those gifted. It's a great time to gift members the longer we are in the stream. We do have a reaction video that we will be checking out this afternoon over on the Reforge Reacts channel. It will be... your video has been blocked in some countries. Golly frickin'... blocked in Belarus and Russia. We're going to have to mute that. Or we might have to trim that section out, actually. I'll take care of it. Unfortunate. It's so hard. It's so hard to cover live events. Yeah, it's music during the One Piece thing that we covered. I'm muting it right now.
2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here. Coming into mobile, we got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
That's right. Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Yeah.
This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life takes you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today is still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born. And we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time from its hallmark vistas and these dense urban areas. They're just so much fun to play in. Wide open fields, ready for battle. And intimate, close quarters, combat environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good reason. Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard and Superstore, even TV station.
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical little details combine to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form, you can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring a map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate. Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
I really like that you brought that up, because if you're talking about risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the gulag. Are they going to be there too?
Yes, everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either, because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player, and you can earn your way back into battle. This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before. For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting up to 120 live players in the single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that is our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely, it is huge.
Crowd's
and
not
I don't
saying
think there's a
anything.
game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and Warzone Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. See, the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we are supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with crossplaying between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game, we are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick up and play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn, like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
Sign up, chat. Sign up. You You got a pre-reg.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. You're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now? Back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al-Mazra, it looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming
You
my way.
said that's lit.
I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly. Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there, placing them under vehicles, trying to blow them up and set booby traps. And now you're telling me I could do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen, Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But, guys, it's time to get into business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the command center.
I'll be honest, they've stretched this so far. They've really overstayed their welcome. Like, you can see it in our viewership. You can see it in the interest. Like, people are getting worn out, man. You got to get the gameplay. Like, they're really overstretching this.
Beta, it's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to Intel, who's powering all of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are 2 PCs on every desk. Explain.
I couldn't believe it. Cloxy is here. Like, the fact that he actually made the trip out, I figured they have to have something special. The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank you.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible. It's incredible.
Ridiculous. We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
they've been saying that. They've been saying that for like an hour. Like, it's like those Facebook scam videos. They're like, all right, guys, we're going to turn the fire on any minute now. They've been saying we're going to get the gameplay for like an hour.
From almost every part of the planet coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday, it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like headphones on. He can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But my boy Tyler Blevins Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year. Like, the fact that there are this many big name streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, all across North America, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia, you name them. We are all over here. Mobile players everywhere. Yeah. How do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the round saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the Gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like, everybody wants, like, like, you're trying to go out and fry some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their desk at their Tim. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
I'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, Nameless.
Yeah, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks gorgeous. It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game, like, whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like, horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured, friends of mine, you know, but it'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, good morning, dude, how you been? He's like, hey, man. Not a single word. Ali, not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate's shot streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember.
Yo, thank you, Shockwave, for renewing. You're the best.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now, who's having a good time.
And, you know, we're
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, and it's just like this great-natured guy, he is one of the most competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
And I will have to say, to test what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates.
Yeah, the spectating cam, I don't know if I like that, though. It looked kind of awkward. I want to see exactly what the person's seeing if I'm spectating.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? Oh, he's my.
No.
No.
Yeah.
He's doing the classic. He's going to a set. He's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't.
My sensitivity or something. What is it?
No, Jack.
Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having,
Yeah, so, I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in, but now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of that.
It's a good middle ground,
It's just a better version of that, right? Like, the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all the different attachments, and, for the class of weapon that you have, like, you can change it up. Turn an M4 into an SMG. Like, that's really cool.
Oh,
that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly gross.
One of the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One of the maybe the,
if not the. Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the all-time great. Yeah,
Ross, he's the greatest. But there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, Ali, about Gunsmith. I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at the point as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. Some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5-hour long attachment video from J-God.
Oh, God. He's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment, and, like, the layout is...
I would be extremely disappointed if I was one of the people at this event and they didn't have my name in the overlay. Like, they don't have anybody's names in the overlay, so unless you're like Ninja or Courage or somebody like super recognizable, like, I don't know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? It's Swag, but like, what if you don't know who he is? What if you're not familiar with what Swag looks like? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they don't have their names in the overlay. I also don't know who thought it would be a good idea to have just not the greatest constant commentary over the gameplay. I don't know. This has been a really, really good production, but I think they've really overstayed their welcome, and the casters just kind of like let the gameplay need to do its thing. You know what I mean? The production's like so overbaked.
I'm going hard. I can just hear like the competitiveness. He's looking hard.
Like, I feel like I'm listening into like a party chat, like an Xbox party chat of people just like bantering and laughing. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. It's not making for a good viewing experience.
We've got all of it going on, really. A celebration of everything that is Call of Duty, and even courage, he may have just sworn.
Do you see the gloves on the thumb?
Yeah, they're
professionals, true professionals.
Wait, I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like, I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad, and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
Yeah, I think you should, yeah.
You know, sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called? Thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. Yeah. There is an army of professionals.
I'm looking into that. That's actually an issue. It's like it's a little bit slippery, you know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of things, we love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there if you want to make some plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about, you know, the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think we're not officially calling it a dolphin dive, but Joe's calling it the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast. We get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the sort of the CDL pros, been like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters, show us the dive.
Showed us the slide, now we're looking for the
dive. Right out the window, just dive out the window, send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they're seeing so much.
I can't believe how bad the compression is. Like, it's so bad. Like, I know my compression can act up sometimes, but like, what bitrate are they streaming at? Like, what on earth? They should be streaming at like an 8K bitrate on like super slow CPU. Like, this looks super muddy.
Yesterday, I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide.
Well, that works out. Yeah, look at her face. Ooh. She's just like going around testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors, I think, in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far are quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is very large, way more intense action. Of course, there's like evasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like, we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too. You know, snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I think it's max 2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
hit it. Hit it.
Also, look at that little stock.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right?
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole invasion
cutest little stock I've ever seen.
It was so fun.
I think we were in the same game, too.
Yeah, I was in the back sniping the whole time.
I can't wait for the sort of like anime skins and stuff like that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very handsome looking weapons.
Dylan's right. Speaking of handsome.
Oh, good.
Also, something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks work. I
love the perks
because
system.
it reminds me of back in the day the specialists. When as you get kills, you get more perks. As time goes on, you're gonna have 2 base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you're gonna get another perk. As time goes on, you're gonna get an ultimate perk as well. So it's actually it's completely new. They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like how vastly different it makes the gameplay, but I know for a lot of us, when you're playing like the multiplayer experience, I feel like you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of pick those. They're your go-to. You don't really think about it, right? Like, you figure that out in the first couple days or weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like, I feel like there's more decision-making that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, the different type of classes they were trying to put? You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like, they want to even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the perks. So I think that's pretty dope.
But you can also make your own, so you can create it, pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can, figure out what you want. And it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying.
Like, I would love to be hearing what they're saying, like Myth's talking. I'd love to be hearing Myth's commentary and his gameplay instead of the commentators.
Slowly, so no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring game, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that, like, the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk is way more sort of impactful. And that final perk, like, kind of like the super perk. That's not going to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way more effective.
I kind of want to be Captain America.
We're spilling the beans right now. Taking Jeff and Joe's thunder.
Well, Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean, the wagon on that boy.
What?
There it is.
Right, listen,
picture there.
Yeah, 2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching? And your free time clip?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
I'm watching
It's Brooke's TikTok, you know, she's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Classic here on Farm 18.
This looks cool.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago. Ooh, let's go. This is Symphony spectating Ash Sanders.
And, you know, of course, we're talking about, like, 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt like...
Yeah, did you hear the commentator just say, is he hip firing? I don't know why they went for this over-the-shoulder spectator mode. You can't tell what the player's doing. So Symphony was dead, spectating Ash Sanders, and it's like this weird, awkward over-the-shoulder thing. Like, here's the actual kill cam. This is what it looked like. I don't know why... That's a terrible choice for spectate mode. It looks super awkward. It looks like the person's got a broken leg.
14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream that he's ready to get nasty. He's going in.
Oh, he's fully loaded. Look at the bottom. He's got all his perks.
He is perked up, quite literally.
Come on, Mason. Show me something special.
He is flying.
Oh, wow. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, no!
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
Oh!
That thing turns...
That's an OG weapon.
That turns people into super close range, but Pornyhoff just gave him the business.
Smoked him.
Like, watch.
Nice try, Mason.
Watch this spectator mode. Look, I can't even tell what's happening to the player. Do you know what I mean? You're probably able to change it. It's truly terrible. Who designed this? It looks awkward. It looks like the guy's like got a broken leg and he's like leaning to the side and he's hip firing. I can't tell what the player's doing. I can't even tell what just happened. I can't imagine who designed that spectator cam and greenlit that and said, no, that's what we want people to see when they're spectating. It's awful. Let's see what Myth can do here. He just got a flash pip. I can't listen to the commentators anymore. Oh, somebody else is throwing... he won that. He won that. Why did they cut in the... Oh my gosh, dude. Production is failing. The production is failing. He was about to enter into a gunfight. Why'd you switch perspectives? My boy Myth won that fight, and they... Oh my gosh. Ah, he almost pulled that off. 2v1. That was nice. That was a nice play by Myth. That was a nice play. He was a little mid body on the guy up top instead of he couldn't. It was hard to pull up. That was a good try by Myth. Stream's gone downhill. I don't know what they... I don't know. There's just some production decisions here that don't make a whole lot of sense. We don't know who we're watching because there's nothing on the overlay. You have 4 people commentating, and the banter is like a lot of laughing, a lot of crosstalk, a lot of loudness. They're just kind of being loud. Oh, man. I don't know why he rushed down there. So I want to hear the gunplay. I want to hear the guns and the movement and the sounds. Like the one time somebody almost died and the sound did that, and it like came back in. I want to hear all those things, and I can't hear anything. I just hear people laughing. It's truly a mystery why CDL viewership sags. Well, the commentary would be better with you as the commentator. They're appealing to an audience that probably isn't even watching the stream. Switch to Ninja's YouTube. It sounds great. Oh, like Ninja's streaming? Well, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to, like, take away from his moment. Like, let him, he's streaming on all the different platforms. It's literally party chat instead of commentary. Yeah. Yeah. And we were pulling great viewership, but they said probably 17 different times, we're going to get the gameplay in a minute, we're going to get the gameplay in a minute. I mean, we literally while we were waiting for gameplay, we were in like the 600 views, and by the time they got to gameplay, we had dropped to 500. Like, we lost over 100 viewers cuz people just got freaking tired of waiting. I don't know. It looks like YouTube had a pretty big blip too. We had a big drop before they got the gameplay, but I think they just overstayed their welcome. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. We finally got the gameplay, and it's just nothing but annoying banter and really bad decisions made by production where they're cutting away from the action and gunfights and stuff. Like, this is not a great showcase for the gameplay. I don't know how I feel about the loadout system and the perk system. Yeah, I just don't know if this is the showcase that you wanted to go with, because like, it's the same map, it's the same tight gameplay the whole time. Like, we haven't switched modes. Some of them are playing different modes, but I feel like we've been on the same map the entire time. The compression is truly terrible. Like, the bitrate's bad. I don't know how many people they have watching on YouTube. Somebody says it looks a little bit better on Purple. I think Purple handles their compression a little bit better than YouTube does, but some of that's on the bit rate that you send to the ingest servers, as well as your compression pre-ingest servers. And like, this production should be literally top tier. You know what I mean? I knew something was up when both presenters had like shaky, nervous voices. I don't necessarily know if they were nervous. I wonder if they were having technical difficulties and they had to keep pushing back the gameplay. Because the one host, I lost count how many times he said, we're going to be getting to gameplay very soon. It's like, was he saying that because he was vamping and filling? Or was he saying that because they told him, like, hey, keep saying that, we're losing viewers? Do you know what I mean? It was so overextended. It was so long. Like, Call of Duty, I would imagine, as an audience, has a short-term, has a short attention span. Like, people were really wanting to see gameplay. I don't want to watch a creator throw a fit because he wants to go viral, and I don't want to hear commentators. I want to watch the game and see if it's for me, right? And I don't feel like we're getting a sampling of the gameplay. I feel like we're getting a ton of production and not a lot of gameplay. Ooh, that was filthy. That was so filthy. He was so beat. And that little jump, that was really, really nice. That was my thought. Technical difficulties that resulted in vamping and filling. Yeah, that might have been what was going on, because I don't know if in your production you would have pushed gameplay back this far in the broadcast. It's possible they were meaning to have like gameplay, then cut to some segments, then gameplay, then cut to some segments, and now it was like they did all their segments and now it's nothing but gameplay at the end of the broadcast. You know what I'm saying? This jump sim is hella nice. Yeah, there's a lot of jumping going on. I've noticed that. Everybody enters a fight jumping. Every corner is jumped around. Every gunfight is, Oh, caught him in the corner on a reload. Nice. They should have showed off different modes or kicked it off with Warzone. Well, that's the thing. They're all playing different modes, because Courage was playing a mode where he was getting eliminated. These guys are playing the mode, what was a hard point, where you got to like get on the spot. And then other people were playing a mode, I think just like team deathmatch, maybe. This guy's got a kill streak coming in. He looks like he got 2 people. Looks like he's got another kill streak he's calling in. Oh, he killed Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx is there. They haven't showed Nick Merckx yet. Is CNanners there? I'm not sure. 100%. Was I know that because when I was young, I would keep telling my mom 1 more minute. Take the trash out. What's wrong with the shadows? I don't see any issue with the shadows. I think it's hard to really pick apart the gameplay because they're live streaming it, so the compression's really bad. Like, and some of that could be YouTube. YouTube doesn't do the best with like high speed gameplay. I don't know. I mean, if you guys watch Timmy Tenders and Doc play COD, I don't know if it looks this bad, though. I feel like they would get complaints all the time. They probably stream at a better bit rate and better. You can do your own pre-compression before it goes to the NGIS servers. And here, again, I don't know why production feels the need to show these two camera angles because I don't know, super bizarre. We want to see gameplay. Seeing him sitting there at a station is not interesting. Guy with the camera's killing me. Yeah, I don't know. This guy's sitting here just popping off, getting all these kills, and instead of seeing it full screen, we had to watch it in a side-by-side, seeing the thrilling over-the-shoulder camera of a streamer. Tim's compression is not that bad. Game looks great on his screen. I wonder if the per station streams are stronger because this is being funneled through like a main. Pull him up on the side, looks way better. All right, hang on a second. All right, let me pull up Tim. Let's pull up Timmy Tenders for just a second. Those commentators are just absolutely killing me. Golly frick. Okay. Yeah, it seems like maybe the individual stations are better. Let's listen to the game sounds.
I feel like I'm running faster. Oh my god. Hey, Dante! Dante, you do that again, I'm coming up!
Movement in the area. Enemy is securing Bravo. We control 2 objectives. Ready! Move! Enemy is Bravo.
Is that a lean? Am I seeing a fucking lean mechanic? Oh, I'm not getting clipped. Oh, I'm not getting... At least I got a double kill, to be positive. Oh, I spawned A, so they spawned us out. I guess I'll play objective.
Taking Alpha.
Shock stick out!
Alpha.
A shock stick's really weird.
Enemy is taking Charlie.
The noise gate on his microphone's acting up.
The enemy took Charlie. Switching back.
I am getting... What is this gun? Is this like a fucking sniper?
Yep.
Hey, it's almost like a bolt action some shit, bro. Hey, Jay, that 3-piece is cool. I need you out of the objective. Yeah, I'll play objective. Fuck it.
Securing objective Bravo.
Man, Call of Duty timing, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
I was just gonna say that. Call of Duty timing. As soon as you look away from the door, they come in. Oh, that is the frickin' worst. Like, it always makes you feel like you're playing against it. Like, he's not. He's obviously not playing against a cheater, but it always makes you feel like you're playing against a cheater. It's like the minute you look away, they come blasting through the door. Star Wars Eclipse will keep the fundamentals of Quantic Dream action adventure. All right, let me go see if I can play.
Okay, we flipped. Oh, that's time. That's good. Oh, shotguns are good. Got it. These guys are just playing for nukes right now, literally. I mean, Dante's only on 12.
We've secured the lead.
Did this slide cancel change? Reforge is crushing me, bro. The slide cancel like changed. I'm just not.
Moving here. Enemy UAV overhead.
I didn't even know I could get up here.
Shock stick out!
Securing up. Ground, pull it back.
Yeah, I got my beta all set up. The servers just aren't up yet. I went through like the preliminary stuff. The loading screen looks freaking sick. I'll have to try to get a screenshot of it for our first look. It looks really nice.
Ghost online.
That timing, dude. Fuck. 74 you actually.
Well, I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I think it's probably best for us to call it there. I don't want to just sit there and watch Tim. Good for Tim. Great viewership for him. I think the event was great. We got what we're supposed to get out of it. I don't like our streams going much longer. I have a good reaction video that we need to get over to for it's a reaction to Force Gaming about Starfield. I don't like streams going longer than 3 hours. We already did that once today with the Tokyo Game Show, and this is likely going to just basically be nothing more than a bunch of gameplay. I think they're pretty much done, which is totally fine. But I feel like we've gotten our worth out of it. We're not like a huge Call of Duty stream. We're not like a huge Call of Duty community. We obviously I enjoy Call of Duty. I will check out the beta. I will get you guys footage and try and get you a look tomorrow for our first look channel. I don't know if we'll be doing it on this channel, though. Fridays are usually pretty full. And the Tokyo Game Show is continuing. It is continuing. So let me do that. And then I got to come back over here. Okay. And we will be doing members only after the Starfield thing. So a ton of new members today. Now is a great time to gift a bunch of members because the 400 and something odd people here, a bunch of people just left, so they won't get a gifted membership. Now is a really good time to gift members. That's why I kind of like let you guys know when we're wrapping up so all the non-loyalists leave. So they all leave because I don't want them getting a gifted membership. Like they were basically just sideline watching, which is great. We have nothing against sideline watchers, but I don't want them getting gifted. We want the committed viewers and the people that are here all the time to be here. So Demonize is going to kick it off. Beta community game night. Oh, I don't know about that, Eugene. I don't know about that because depending on how the servers are doing, that might not be a very good idea because, you know what I'm saying? It might be kind of rough. I don't know how much we could do, you know. All right, let me reuse the member streams. There you go. Demonize gifted 5 members. Soneka King died. Hey, Feed! We got Feed. We took care of my man Feed, Chappelle, and Roic. Now we just got to get a gifted to hit my brother Derek and to hit Bower Sock. So those are the 2 people we're trying to target next. Good to see Feed get his gifted membership. Let me set this for 3. Done. Dundee. Close. Okay. Gonna play longer 30 minutes. Yo, Kale's gonna do some. Let's get some more people. Operation Gray Name. Let's turn these people into green names. Frostpunk. Patrick GF is here all the time. Crislow, Shane Mulder, and Squirtle Squad. There it is. There it is. Add to the redirect. Let's redirect to that. Save. All right. Let's come over here. Yeah, see, we're losing tons of people. Good. Leave. Bye, you non-loyalists. Get out. No gifteds for you. I literally let people know we're rapping. I do it on purpose because I know they'll bail. They won't come over to the other streams. They won't come over to the other stuff. So let them. Let them go. Let them go. All right, I'll give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes if you want to do any more gifteds. If you want to do any more gifteds, get us closer to 1,700. That's the next milestone. Yo, Rex is going to jump in all by themselves. Thank you so much, Rex. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. Welcome on in. If you're a new member or just got a gifted membership, be sure to get into the members-only Discord, as well as stick around for the members-only stream. We're going to redirect over to my reaction channel, and when that's over, we'll come back here for members. We're only going to be redirecting to the reaction channel for one more week. After that, it'll be just like what we used to do. It'll be just like what we used to do. We will be going right to members only after the day is done. We're only going to do this rating and supporting the reaction channel for one more week. After that, we really hope the reaction channel can fly on its own. We hope you guys decide to support it. Yo, Elgin Miller's going to jump back in. And renew that membership. Thank you so much. I'll give you guys one more minute if you want to gift a bunch of members in Operation Gray Name, a bunch of people. And then when I shut down, we will all end up over on the reaction video. Let me see if I can get this thumbnail. There we go. Okay. What's his username? Come on. What's his username? Force Gaming? What's he go by now? Oh, Force Strategy. That must be an old username. Watch. All right, if redirects traditionally don't work for you guys, then I will put a link in chat. Use the link if redirect doesn't traditionally work for you. Okay, this stream's gonna end. I'll see you guys over there for the reaction video, and then I'll see you back here for members only. If between now and then you're not a member, decide to become a member. Click the join button and then look for the members only content. It should ping you, and then I'll see you guys over there and back here. Thanks so much for the massive support. Tomorrow's Friday, so don't forget, every Friday there's a members only after show after our weekly Reforge Roundtable podcast with Ginger Prime and 30 and So Gaming. That's a great members only perk. And then Friday nights I play games with my wife. You're not going to want to miss it, all right? I will see you guys over there for our next Reforge reaction. Ride the redirect or click the link in chat.